up, people? We are stuffing artichokes today. Do that. That's better. What y'all doing today? Who's on there? Tony. Music seemed a little too loud. Alright, we're stuffing artichokes today. So I'm getting the stuffing together right now. What's up, Celeste? How you doing? Let's see. So what's everybody cooking today? Or is anybody cooking today? Last couple of times when I asked that question, nobody's cooking. Uh-oh, my music stopped. Oh wait, there it goes. I don't know what happened with that. Alexa, play Ryan Foray Tradition.
Shuffling songs by Ryan Foray and Foray Tradition on Amazon Music.
Okay, had a technical difficulty there. I can't wait to eat them. So usually when I make stuffing for stuffed artichokes, I tend to try to make over, because I'll use that for breading on Italian chicken. So, alright. So, I'm only stuffing 3 artichokes. My recipe usually makes 2, and I kind of embellish a little bit. So I'm making a double batch to do 3, so I'll have a little extra left over. Alright, move, move, move. Alright, so right now I got in my cheese, my breadcrumbs, and my parsley from the garden, and that's it so far. I'm about to put in salt and pepper. So you gotta mix all the cheese up, make sure there's no round blobs of it. And that's important for later, and I'll get to that. Because we gotta put olive oil in here too. So I usually take a fork and smash it all in. It's a little time consuming, but Alright, so that's breadcrumbs, cheese, parsley, and that's it. So now we're gonna do, I always do a little onion powder. I usually do garlic powder, but I'm out of garlic powder, so I'm just gonna do some fresh minced garlic. Alright, so nobody's cooking anything? Oh. Alright, so now it's got salt and pepper in it, and onion powder. Now I'm going to put in some fresh minced garlic that I minced up real fine. I wouldn't normally put minced garlic, but I'm out of garlic powder. I may have to buy one for me. Don't have that task in the stuffing artichokes is easy. It's very easy. The more garlic, the better. I don't blame you there. Some people would argue with you though. Alright, so all I got left to put in here is the garlic, and then I'm going to show you the olive oil part. Alright. Get that mixed up. You're working again. Oh, time. It's not that time consuming. To be honest, I can make the stuffing and prepare them and stuff them in about 30 minutes tops. And that's really taking my time. Getting them ready is not that much, not that big of a deal. All right, a little bit more. All right. My nose itches. Alright, so that's everything that goes in here except for the olive oil. So I'm going to show you, that's what it looks like. We got it all good, no lumps, all good and powdery. Make sure all the cheese is broke up. If you find any of them, you got to stomp them down and all that good stuff. Alright, so now I gotta put olive oil in this mixture. So you're gonna want a good quality olive oil, obviously. I'm making a double batch, so normally I put 1/3 of a cup in this, but this is gonna get 2/3 of a cup. Alright, I'm gonna get a fork. Alright, the way I do this is I use a fork and I take and I drizzle the olive oil in and I smash it down and just keep working it in. Otherwise it's just gonna clump up if you throw it in there and turn it around. You gotta get it all mixed up. So here we go. All right. All right. So now I'm gonna take my flat part of my fork, and I'm just gonna start working the bowl around and smashing this in, just getting it all mixed up. And what's going to happen is as you're doing this, you're going to see clumps of olive oil that you just want to smash up into the rest of the mixture. So as you do this, the breadcrumbs are going to change color because it's going to become more uniform, darker, because you're incorporating all the olive oil and into the cheese and the breadcrumbs. So kind of a pain in the ass, but if you want to do it right, there you go. Paul, you use paste. You use paste what? I use paste. I apparently cut my finger somewhere. I do sometimes, depending. Oh, anchovy paste. No, I do not put anchovy paste. At least not in my artichokes, no. I don't dislike anchovies. I tend to like them in Bolognese gravy or in. I don't mind them on a pizza, depending on what's on the pizza, but most people don't. So, and I don't think I've ever had them in artichokes ever. And if I did, I wasn't aware of it. Alright, so now this is all good and smashed up. No lumps, no big craters of oil or cheese. Alright, so that's it as far as the stuffing goes. So y'all wanna, what time is dinner? These are actually not getting done today, so that's after I put in all the olive oil. So I'm actually putting these in the fridge and they're gonna get steamed tomorrow. Alright, so now we're gonna prepare our artichokes. So let me put this where we can kind of see what's going on. So, all right, so I got three big old artichokes. So I like to take a lemon and I rub down all the spots, all the areas in the artichoke that I cut. That way it helps them to not turn brown. So first thing I do is I cut the bottom off, and basically you're gonna make a platform for it to sit. So I don't wanna go too deep, usually right around the first leaf, just so it sits. Easy enough. Then I want to cut about the top third or so off. And a good sharp knife helps. So then it looks like this. So now I'm going to take my plate and I'm going to take my artichoke and I'm going to squeeze some lemon, and I'm going to get that spot in the bottom that I just cut and made. Then I'm going to take the top and I'm going to spray lemon all over it. Now, so after I do that, you take your kitchen shears and you're going to want to clip the tops of all these leaves that still have spikes on it. You just want to make them flat. So, not that many. So once you get that done, I'm going to put that down on the side, on the plate, and it's going to sit there, and I'm going to get the other two ready. Once I get them all ready, then I got to take and core them, which is a totally different process. So we're going to start with this first. So we got clippings everywhere now. Okay. If he made them with artichokes, I would have found someone else to eat them. I'm not sure what y'all got going on in that conversation. Same thing, cut all the leaves flat. This is probably the thing that takes the most time.
because you'd have to find somebody else.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I can't follow all the comments.
Yeah, no.
So,
That's why I came in here to tell you.
all right. Last one.
It smells good.
Huh?
It's just the anchovies. Listen to me. It's the artichokes smell good.
All right. There we go. There we go. All right, just that easy. I need a man that can cook. All right, I'll rub all of them down. I don't know how necessary it is to rub them all down with lemon. That's just what I was taught to do, so they don't turn brown. So that's what I do. All right. So now, let's clean up my mess. Alright, so now we got to core the center of the artichokes out. And the way we do that, I've tried a bunch of different ways. I find the best way to do it is to use a grapefruit knife. You can get by with a spoon and a knife, but I like the combination of the spoon and the grapefruit knife, because with the grapefruit knife I can get in there and I can actually carve out the center of where I'm trying to do. So I can slip it in there and I can kind of work it around. And then the other end straight, so you can usually get in there and tear that out. And usually once I get a good bit of it cut up, then I take the spoon and just kind of hollow it out. Alright, so once I get the center out, like so. Now, scrape a whole bunch more lemon into it. Alright, and I usually put them face down back on the plate. Alright, this is usually the hardest part. Alright, what's everybody else cooking? Somebody's got to be cooking something. It's almost 6 o'clock. Y'all got to be ready to eat. Y'all can't all still be doing nothing today. Somebody liked it. Who's that? Yeah. Alright. They are just about done. So I'm done with my tool. Alright, it's almost time to stuff them now. All right. So now I need my stuffing back. I turn them over, and here is where I drizzle olive oil onto the artichokes. Try to catch all the leaves on the outside, a little bit inside. Alright, so get them. So at this point, you can kind of start working them open a little bit. You can flap yourself in the face like that. Because you're trying to get down into all these crevices. So as you flex it and turn it, it's going to start opening up, and the oil helps with that. Alright, so get your bowl, and now it's all hands. Just get it down in there, and you're going to start pulling back the leaves, and you're going to start filling up all these sections. And you got to get in there, and you got to start flexing it open. It definitely takes some time. Some people, I guess, don't like to do it. Some people would rather eat other people's, I guess. So as you open it up and squeeze, it's gonna start to take shape and get full. You know, you really can't mess it up. At least I don't think you can. I mean, it's breadcrumbs and cheese and olive oil and garlic, so I mean, what the hell are you gonna do to it? So, it should start getting bigger in diameter as you make these outside leaves open up and you start getting stuff in them. Okay, I would think that looks just about done. So that's one. I have no idea about this stuff that after it's steamed. You mean you have no idea about this part? That they need to be steamed? I guess I don't understand. Yeah, so after you stuff them, you want to steam them in either a steamer pot or a pot that has a rack or something to that effect, or one of those roast things in the bottom of a Magnolite. You want to go, you want to have about an inch or so of water in the bottom. I usually take all my cut up lemon pieces. Hey! My two dogs are getting to know each other still. I take all my cut up lemon pieces and put them in the water in the bottom as they are steaming, and I let them go for about an hour and 20 minutes. I find an hour works sometimes, but depending on the artichokes, sometimes they're a little more firm than others. So I find that if you end up going an hour and 20 minutes, you're good. All right. It'll probably be just about right on stuffing here. No, I was saying that I had no idea that they stuffed them before. Yeah, I've heard of people who steam them before, but I've never seen the process. So I don't know if it's like, I've only had people tell me that that's what they do. So I don't know. This is just what I do. I was unfortunate that my grandmother always made stuffed artichokes and that I never actually got to see her make them. So I wish that I could have, and I wish I could have saw her recipe because they were awesome. But I missed out on it. So I had to piece together recipes from people and going by how they taste. And this one's pretty close to what my grandmother would make as far as flavor. So I have to assume that that's pretty much what she did. There's a lot of recipes my grandmother had that I wish I could have got. Alright, so we are almost done. Ouch. The bottom of the pot or bowl popped back at me. Alright, almost done. There we go. Put a little extra on these. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. So like I said, all that's left now is to steam them for an hour and 20 minutes. But I'm not doing that till tomorrow because these are for tomorrow. So these are going in the fridge. All right. Y'all have fun.